The night was heavy, not because the Lakers had fallen to the Timberwolves in 5 games, but because something deeper hung in the air, a silence louder than defeat. As the cameras panned to the aging legend sitting courtside, drenched in sweat and disappointment, everyone watching knew what was coming. The question that could redefine the future of the NBA. LeBron James, 40 years old and still defying age with stats most players in their prime would envy, had just completed his 22nd season. The world watched as he stepped into the post-game press room, his face unreadable. And then, with one simple sentence, the uncertainty was unleashed. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. He was asked if he would return for a 23rd season. His voice, calm but distant, echoed across the headlines the following morning. For the first time, the greatest player of this generation showed that even he wasn't sure. Not about his body, not about the game, but about whether he still had the drive to do it all over again. The numbers didn't lie. 24.4 points, 8.2 assists, 7.8 rebounds per game, and not a single hint of regression. But basketball, as LeBron James reminded the world, is more than stats. It's about soul. It's about desire. When I no longer feel the fire to show up 5 hours early to study film, to push my body through the pain, that's when I walk away. What complicates the decision is what the Lakers have built around him. The Lakers stunned the world with a blockbuster trade for Luka Doncic, sending Anthony Davis to Dallas. It was a bold move, one that paired the king with a young maestro from Slovenia. The chemistry clicked almost instantly. The Lakers surged to the top 3 finish in the Western Conference, and for a moment, it felt like 2020 all over again. But faster, smarter, and hungrier. But when the postseason began, cracks appeared. Luka got sick, the bench faltered, and Minnesota's raw athleticism and depth overwhelmed LA.
LeBron tried, Luka cried, Unction had lied. Lakers ain't winning in 5.
Yes, they are.
Despite LeBron's 38-point masterpiece in Game 3 and Luka's heroic return in Game 4, it wasn't enough. By Game 5, the dream was over. Now, everything stands at a crossroads. The Lakers front office is bracing for a seismic summer. Sources inside the organization suggest LeBron is leaning toward opting out of his $52.6 million player option. Not necessarily to leave, but to renegotiate a new deal. A 2-year farewell tour? Possibly. A 1-year extension? Maybe. A sudden retirement? Still on the table. But while the king deliberates, the court doesn't stay still. Rumors are swirling like California wildfires. And at the center of them, the Greek freak, fresh off a frustrating season in Milwaukee, marred by injuries and internal rifts, has yet to commit to a long-term extension with the Bucks. And word on the street, the Lakers are watching closely. Some sources have gone so far as to say Giannis is on LA's dream list this offseason. If LeBron stays, pairing him, Luka, and Giannis would form one of the most fearsome trios in league history. 3 global icons, each with a unique game and unmatched hunger. But fitting all 3 under the salary cap would require wizardry. Rob Pelinka is known to pull off miracles, but this one would require divine intervention. What if LeBron doesn't return? That's the question haunting fans. For 2 decades, he has defined basketball's modern era as a player, a brand, a voice. The thought of the NBA without LeBron is like imagining the sky without stars, but it's a reality that's inching closer. Still, those close to him suggest that retirement isn't imminent. Not yet, especially with Bronny James, now a Laker, on the roster. LeBron has often dreamed of sharing the floor with his son. This season, it finally happened. A moment so surreal, it felt scripted. And perhaps that chapter isn't quite finished. There's also one more clue. The 2026 All-Star Game will be held in Los Angeles. What better stage for LeBron's final bow than a year-long farewell tour ending in the city where he cemented his legacy? Yet, beneath all the speculation and strategy, one thing remains true. LeBron has earned the right to decide when the curtain falls. He's not chasing stats anymore. He's chasing purpose. Whether that purpose includes a championship run with Giannis, one last dance with Luka, or the quiet dignity of walking away. Only time will tell. But whatever happens, one thing is certain. The NBA will never be the same again.